Hi, my name is Jensen. I'm the head coach and the founder of Constant Pro, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Together, myself and the team, we consist of those in the area of physiotherapy and also sports science, and we help people from having pains, injuries such as back pain, knee pain, slip disc, sciatica, those that have gone for surgery and they want to come back to their sports or their active lifestyle. We help those that have gone through stroke and want to get them back to their normal life, and various conditions. Today, we're going to be talking about, are you training to create or prevent injury? When it comes to training in the gym or body exercises, are you doing it correctly with proper form, or just pumping out the reps thinking, I'm going to get big and I'm going to get stronger? Have you ever wondered, are you doing the right thing? And hence today, we're going to be talking about injuries and what causes an injury. Now, we got to first understand what is an injury. Common types of injuries include broken bones, joint dislocation, sprain, strains, open wounds which expose tendons, muscle tissues. It's quite gory, we'll not go into that. But we're going to talk a lot more about what is soft tissue injuries. Now, soft tissue injuries are the most common injury, whereby it refers to tissues that connect and support or surround other structures and organs of the body. Now, we have three main types of soft tissue. One is muscles. So the muscles are made up of fibers that shorten and lengthen to produce movement of a joint. Muscles are attached to bone by tendons. Second, we have tendons. A tendon is a tougher structure, slightly elastic, and it is a connective tissue that connects muscle to bone. And next, we have ligaments. Ligaments are strong bands of inelastic connective tissue that connects bone to bone. Now, have you ever injured yourself when you were playing sports or you sprained your ankle? Did you receive proper rehabilitation after those injuries, or left alone to live with pain till it goes away? Did you notice that your left knee pain is not becoming right lower back pain? Why is that? Let's talk about how an injury can affect your body movements. Now, in terms of a process of how an injury will usually occur, it goes on 4 phases. One is an injured muscle. And when there's an injured muscle, the body is smart enough to alter the movements of your body to compensate whatever that needs to be compensated to prevent further injuries. And when that compensation happens, that may create more pain depending on how you land, how you jump, depending on the nature of the injuries itself. But in the area of soft tissue, the area of compensation will usually result in the other supporting limb or the non-injured limb, the good leg. So we have to make sure while we are rehabbing the injured leg, we also take precautionary steps to ensure that the good limb or the good part is also not overworking. If that is overworking, it will also repeat the whole cycle again. In today's modern era, us humans, when we were first made, we were hunters, we were gatherers, we are all meant to move. Our body is designed to move. But in today's society, whereby we are constantly sitting down and we begin to become more inactive due to the lifestyle demand of our work, this is what usually happens. Take a look. I'm going to show you the dangers of forward head posture. As you can see, it's a whole chain reaction. It starts either from the bottom top, if the injury or the compensation is from the ankle, or it may even occur from the top bottom, which means your neck. So if you are someone that has to constantly face the laptop or you have to constantly sit, there are a few things on how you can also help to improve the situation. But right now, let's look into this whole chain reaction in terms of how it will create more issues. So we can see that the head moves forward, shifting the center of gravity, and to compensate, the upper body will drift backwards, so causing it to have rounded shoulders. And because of that, the upper body will shift and the hips will tilt forward. So that's where you will see some people walking like a duck. Alright? So the forward head position can be the cause of not only head neck problems but also mid and lower back issues. It's a whole chain reaction. It's like a domino effect. Now, if you go to this diagram here, you get to see what's imbalanced and what's balanced. So you get to see one individual whereby the limbs, in terms of the hips, the lower back, the knees, and the upper back, they're all balanced. And this is what usually happens in everyday Joe. We get to see that we all tend to favor one side of the the leg. So if you are a person that likes to stand on one side, reconsider. So you get to see that his hips turns left, and you get to see that his shoulders begin to drop on the other side. So we have to be aware a little bit of how we're also standing, as bit by bit it will cause more compensation. Now the next question that we're going to ask, can you train with injuries? Yes, you can. Even with low back, you can. And you got to be smart about it. So what you can do is you can use machines to help you to progress further. Now machines are not necessarily bad. These are all tools. Dumbbells, resistance bands, all these are tools. And what you need to do is you need to identify how can each tool serve you better to reach your goal. Now in the area of using machines, it is a safer way to use less joints, hence focusing on better technique to focus on that particular development of that muscle group. So if you want to go heavier with your weights, but do you think by going heavier is better for you if you're injured? Or if your form is not right, is it even worth going heavier? We first have to address these issues in the body, which are the injured muscle groups. You can train with increasing the load, but we have to first do the basics to allow the body to heal better. And this is my next question. For most people that come by to us, they say, okay, I have this trainer, I have that trainer, I have this physio, whoever they're going with, we have to first ask the people that is here to help us whether are they aware of the injuries, do they acknowledge the injuries, have they asked for a report, do they understand human kinesiology, do they understand human structure, do they understand how things work in the body. If they don't understand, you may need to re-evaluate, is this the right person for you? A lot of people come and find us and tell us that, okay, I see these things from Instagram, from TikTok, from social media, and they follow that blindly. But you need to know, every one of you guys are made special, you guys are different, and you have different parts in terms of limb length. Certain people have certain variations in terms of the length of the limbs. And although Instagram is an increasingly popular source of dietary advice and workout inspiration, including for those that have severe or more serious injuries such as stroke, you have to be careful in terms of seeking advice towards helping your body and your growth. If you do not follow what's right, or if you do not know the context on where you are right now, you may potentially hurt yourself and cause a ripple effect that may cause more injuries. So please be aware. Now, if you have spent a lot of money on rehab, you must ask yourself, have it helped your situation to get better? Were you consistent in order to achieve the results? Did the physio only use electrical modalities, things like ultrasound, shockwave? Not to say these are not good, but again, these are tools, and tools are meant to be served as a purpose. If there is no plan, there's no goal towards getting the body towards recovery, towards an active lifestyle, there's no progressive overload, the body will tend to be in a vegetable state. It will not get better to help you to achieve your goals, which I know you will definitely want to be healthier and fitter. Electrical modalities are not wrong, but most of the time they are used to help to reduce symptoms and enhance the healing process. But they should not be the only tools used in the program to help in your recovery. Our recap is, in order to train safely with or without injuries, you need to safely train the injured muscle back to its former glory, and then you can start loading progressively on your techniques. And do note, if you rush the process, you may hurt yourself again, because the body needs time to readjust, the body needs time to redevelop parts that are hurt. Your body needs time to slowly adapt to the load that is given. So if it's being pushed too fast, you will tend to hurt yourself. If it's being pushed too slow or not enough, the body will be fragile and it will tend to not adapt, and it will begin to become weaker and weaker. See you next week, and stay tuned for more videos on how you can train smarter and how you can recover better towards achieving your goals. Now, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Share with anyone that you know will benefit from our channel as we aim to equip, encourage and empower you to champion your health.